Welcome to Focus Today. Yes, today is a special day here at Focus Today because we have Tim Elbert in the house. Tim heads up the Four Seasons Nursery out on Crater Lake Highway, and today he's brought in, this is unbelievably fragrant. You have a hanging or climbing clematis, right?
Yes.
And this thing is beautiful, and we're going to give this away at the end of the program today. And here's how you possibly could win it. You call in with your questions to the Dove. Now, here's a special number to call to ask Tim a question about what's going on in your yard. 541-776-5770. 541-776-5770. When you call in about your gardening question, your name's going to go in a hat, and somebody's going to win this beautiful climbing clematis, which will take over your house, won't it?
Yes, they're very fast growing, and they'll cover large areas quickly. So yeah, they will take over. They're beautiful, though. This is their time of year for blooming, and they are, as you can tell, very, very fragrant. So this is a variety called Snowdrift. So this is kind of in honor of our friends and fellow Americans over on the East Coast.
Oh. Wow.
So if you're listening on theDove.us and you are in over on the East Coast
and you're snowed in,
enjoy.
Enjoy. All right. So where do we plant this? What kind of? It takes full sun, any sun, anywhere?
In our valley here, they like to have some afternoon shade. And so plant it on the east side of the house or where it's going to get a little shade in the afternoon, and they'll do the best that way. Now, if you were on the coast or something, the full sun would be beautiful for them. Yeah.
Okay, well, this thing is very, very fragrant, and it is beautiful. So give us a call with your question. Again, the number is 541-776-5770, and your name will go in the hat to possibly win this beautiful clematis that we'll be handing out at the end of the program. You got some other things we'll grab during the break so we can see what you got going on. But this is, look at this, unseasonably warm weather.
Yes, yes.
I mean, we're going to see 73 in Medford over the weekend.
Right, right. And you know what happens this time of year when we have this warm weather like this in the nursery is that everybody thinks that it's spring. Yeah,
and it's not.
But it's not. So we want to be really careful about what we're trying to put out. I mean, we've had people asking for vegetable plants that just aren't hardy yet. Yeah. So keep that in mind, and as well, you know, things, other types of flowers that we would normally plant in April and May in spring, and people are ready for them right now because this weather's so beautiful. And I just have to say, we gotta hold on just a moment. You know, enjoy this beautiful weather, but be careful about what we're putting in the landscapes right now.
All right, I have some lawn seeding questions, and Steve already broke out and did some seeding, and I want you to tell me if he did a dumb thing or not. But anyway, you're welcome to give us a call. Again, the number is 541-776-5770. Your name will go in the hat, and coming up a little while, we're going to draw one name out, and somebody's going to win this incredibly beautiful climbing clematis, and it has unbelievable fragrance. Right? How long will the blooms go on here?
You know, these start, well, typically these start around the 1st of March. So these guys are definitely early. So they've been blooming for a couple of weeks now already, and they will bloom for usually 6 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go to the phone and get started here today. Hi, Rhonda. What's going on with your hibiscus?
Yeah, I was wondering when the best time to replant and separate if you can.
On the hibiscus?
Yeah.
So you could do that now. Definitely.
Okay. And is there a special way to separate it?
Well, do you know what variety of hibiscus you have?
I'm sorry, I do not.
Okay, so most of the hibiscus are fairly woody plants and difficult to actually get any divisions from. So if that's the case, you want to be kind of careful with that. If you can divide it without breaking up the root system too terribly bad, then go for it. Otherwise, just keep it as a one solid plant.
If it looks like there's a runner coming off with a new plant started, would it hurt to cut that runner?
No, you could actually dig that up and plant that runner separately.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Rhonda. All right, the number is 776-5770. When you call, your name's going in the hat. Somebody's going to win this beautifully fragrant climbing clematis. You know what? I think I want one of those. I just don't know where I'm going to put it.
Well, you know, there is another one. We have another one.
I don't want them close to the house because I don't want them underneath the roof and the shingles and in the gutters and all that.
You know, they're not as bad as a wisteria. Like, you know, the wisteria will get in there and they'll tear your house apart before you know it.
Yeah.
But these are not that aggressive.
Really?
So you can put them up along the roof line and stuff, and they'll still be okay. But yes, there's another variety called apple blossom. And it has, the buds are pink, and so the outside of the petals are pink, and then they open up white. And they're absolutely beautiful, so we do have that variety as well.
All right. Hi, Alice. What's your question for Tim Elbert today?
Hi, I want to know what to do with some Stephanotis. Will it grow in this area?
Yes, it will. Plant it in a nice, bright, sunny area, and give good drainage, and they'll do just fine.
Well, there was a co-worker of my daughter's, and he told her that he had put them all along his fence, and all I had ever seen or known or rubbed up against any Stephanotis was they had them in the greenhouse.
Oh, no, you could actually plant them outside. You know, of course, they go dormant in the winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can grow outside.
Well, for heaven's sake, that really surprises me because I thought I got to have some confirmation on this because not what everyone does is what you can do, you know.
Yeah. They are difficult to find, so that might be a hard one to find. I'm trying to think. I haven't seen them in the on my grower list in quite a while. So.
We have located some of these brochures, you know, that they send out. We've located them, so we didn't know when to plant them now.
Yeah, you can get those in now. You know, March, April is a great time for that.
Okay. That's what we needed to know. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right, thanks, Alice. All right, we've got a couple seconds left before we take a break, and everybody that calls in today, your name's going in the hat. Somebody is going to win this beautiful and very fragrant climbing clematis, and it's gorgeous. All right, Annette, what's going on with your tomatoes?
Yes, I have tomatoes in my house under grow lights. They're about 3 or 4 inches tall now. I've never done them from seed, and I have them in little yogurt things with holes in the bottom, and they're growing really good, but some of the bottom leaves are turning yellow. I was wondering if you would know why.
Well, they could be just turning yellow as they age. That's not uncommon. However, they can also turn yellow like that if they're staying too wet. So make sure your drainage holes are good enough, and make sure that you're not watering it if they're already wet. So allow that soil to dry down some before you water them again, and that should help. Okay.
And how big should they be before I transplant them into something larger? Because they're getting pretty tall.
Yeah, if the roots fill the container, then you can transplant it, but not until then. So it really has to do with the roots and not necessarily the top growth as to when you want to transplant.
See the roots?
Huh?
How will I be able to see the roots?
Well, you may have to tip them upside down and pull the pot off to take a look at the roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Annette. All right. Again, your name will go in the hat if you want to talk to Tim and win this beautiful climbing and very fragrant clematis this morning. Let me take one more call before we take a break. Michelle, you're looking for things to put into a pot as well, right?
Yeah, I have a very shady front porch entryway into my house, and I'm having a hard time getting things to grow. And of course, it needs to be things in pots. I kind of want to brighten up that area. It's very dark and shady. Doesn't feel a lot of fun.
Have you tried the Lenten rose?
No.
Oh, they're wonderful. They're blooming right now. They bloom for a very long time. They start in December, January, and they bloom clear up through March, April, and even into May. And then when they're done, they leave behind some really nice foliage. So you could plant something like that along with some, leaving some room for some summer flowers and like some impatiens or something. And that would look beautiful in those containers, and they love that shade.
So Linton rose, is that what you said?
Yes.
And what colors are those?
Right now, they come in white and pink, and there's red and blue and double flowered ones and striped flowered ones. There's tons of different varieties, including a very rare black one that I have in my yard and you can't have. But anyway, they're beautiful. Right now in the nursery we have some absolutely stunning whites, and I call it more of a red. It's kind of a magenta colored one, I guess. That would be or burgundy colored one. Very nice. Beautiful, along with some others as well. But those two are standing out really nicely right now.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And if you have any questions about what's going on in your yards, especially this weekend, it's going to be gorgeous and unseasonably warm, kind of a spring tease. We usually get these, you know. We get these spring teases. You know?
Yes.
And then we get some rain, hopefully, in March and April. April showers bring May flowers, but hopefully that will be the case. And don't forget, this weekend you'll be doing what?
What am I doing this weekend?
You're turning your clocks ahead.
Oh, that's right. I'm turning my clocks ahead. That's what I'm doing.
On Saturday night before you go to bed. All right, the phone number to talk to Tim is 541-776-5770. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Paulina, and I work at theDove TV. Did you know that when you support theDove TV, you have a profound impact, not only in our community, but around the world? It's your continued support that takes the inspiration and hope in the programs we produce and makes them available to the thousands of people who are watching these videos online every week. Help bring encouragement and hope to our valley and beyond by making a secure online donation today at our website, thedove.us.
Well, welcome back, and we have Tim Elbert in the house today, and he was the Four Seasons Nursery out on Crater Lake Highway. You go out Highway 62, you get off on Violets Road, hop over to the frontage road there, you go up past that Army Navy thing store, whatever it is, and you can't miss the nursery. It's off to the right, and it's beautiful, and everything's blooming. As you call in today, your name's going in the hat. Somebody's going to win this incredibly fragrant climbing clematis, and put it on the east side so it has a little shade in the afternoon, so it's beautiful. By the way, before we take some more calls, you are known for a lot of things. Well, some of which we'll never mention on the air. No. But the the hanging baskets.
Yes.
Better known as the Crater Lake baskets. And now people that want those should put in their orders now?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely, if you are looking for hanging baskets of any size, the pre-orders we're finishing up pre-orders, so you need to get those orders turned in right away. And like I said, any size from the smaller 12-inch all the way up to our great big Crater Lake baskets. Yeah.
All right, now these are the baskets you see hanging in Central Point. You're seeing them in throughout Medford and various areas. I guess you got a couple more cities.
So Central Point and Eagle Point, which we've been maintaining. Last year, Rogue River did some baskets with us, and they're going to be doing their own thing again this year with our baskets. And this year we are adding to our maintenance program Phoenix, Talent, and Ashland. Wow. And City of Ashland is going to take 56 baskets this year. So it is going to be absolutely beautiful downtown in Ashland this summer.
I think we have a picture of those. I don't know if they're ready for them in there. Do we have the picture? We don't have the picture yet? Okay. We'll get you a picture of that coming up in just a few moments. But they are the beautiful ones that cascade down. And what is the main flower in those?
Those are Surfinia petunia.
Okay.
So just a very specialized variety of the petunia.
And they love the heat.
They do. They love the heat.
And they drink lots of water. Anyway, if you want one of those baskets, no matter what the size is, I would recommend you hop on out to Four Seasons Nursery and talk to Tim and get your order in, okay? All right, let's go back to the phones here. And we've got some folks that have some questions. And hi, Jan. You got some moss in the yard?
Yeah, it just started growing this year. And I'm wondering if I need to worry about it traveling around, like, into my flower beds,
Yeah, yeah, that moss can get all over the place. It'll start choking out your lawn and start taking up all the space in your flower beds and things. And so, yeah, it's a good idea to try to get rid of that moss. Unfortunately, moss is very hard to get rid of.
Oh no.
You can burn it down, get rid of it very easily, and then it just starts coming back again. So it is a battle that you will battle for the rest of your life and eventually lose. But in the meantime, you know, using iron, we sell a product called Iron Plus, and it's just a pelletized iron. You spread that out over the area, and it's good for the lawn. It's good for your flowers and things, but it kills off the moss. And so just regular applications with the Iron Plus, and you should have that under control. We won't say that you will kill it out entirely, but you will keep it under control.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I sure appreciate this show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Have a great day. All right.
Thank you.
776-5770 is the number to get a question to Tim, and somebody's going to win this beautiful, very fragrant climbing clematis. All right, Kathy, hi. What's going on?
Hi. I love your show.
Thank you.
I have chickens, and I have a flower bed that is now mostly dirt, and I need to know what I can plant on there that they don't like to eat.
Chickens, huh?
Hens and chicks. Okay, sorry, I couldn't resist.
Just put up a picture of Colonel Sanders.
Oh, that's an idea.
You know, that's really tough, because if even the plants that the chickens won't eat, they'll still dig around looking for insects and things in the soil. So, you know, regardless, you're going to probably have to plant something in there that you eventually are going to have to, you know, work with, you know, with the chickens as well. Sometimes they'll even nest around the plants and things. When it comes to small flowers and bedding material, yeah, they're pretty much going to just munch on anything you put in there. They really don't have much for taste buds. They just really like to try things out. So
Destroy things.
Huh?
And destroy things.
Yes.
But you don't have any bugs, right?
Well, yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Yeah, when we had chickens in our yard, and this was before we had the dogs, but when we had the chickens, I had no earwigs whatsoever in my yard. It was great.
Yeah, we don't have earwigs.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, they love them. So they definitely keep the insect population down, but you may have to kind of fence off that area, you know, just block it off so they can't get in there for a while until your plants get up there and get established. But, you know, really nothing is chicken-proof. So.
Well, I have noticed that they haven't touched my snapdragons, so they must not like those.
Well, that's good to know.
That's the only thing that's left.
Well, that's very good to know. So snapdragons just came in just yesterday. So
okay, good.
Fill it up with snapdragons, see what happens.
You can always go to plastic flowers.
Well, that's true. Somehow it's not quite the same.
They kind of fade in the sun, you know, and melt in the summer.
There you go. Thanks, Kathy. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. 776-5770 is the number to talk to Tim Elbert and get your name in the hat. And somebody, again, at the end of the show, will draw a name out. This clematis is very, very fragrant. And you'll say this will probably go for another month or two?
Oh, yeah, at least another month. Yeah.
Very fragrant. And it will go crazy.
Yep.
It'll go pretty fast?
Yeah, you just kind of plant them and stand back.
All right. Hi, Les. What's going on with, you want to get rid of some bamboo?
Oh, yeah. We have a house that the people before us planted bamboo, and boy, that stuff goes all over the place, and trying to get rid of it, it's been such a challenge. I wonder if you might have some ideas.
A good strong shovel and a stronger back. Digging that stuff out is probably the best thing you can do. And then as it comes back, you can, because it will, you can use a product called, it's put out by High Yield. It's called, I think it's just called Grass Killer. And it kills all grasses, and bamboo is a grass. So you can spray that on there on the new shoots as they come up, and keep it under control that way. But other than that, nothing really selectively that's going to control it. It's pretty aggressive stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Wes.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Again, 776-5770. And Ann, you want to know where to... Oh, your lilac bush succumbed to room temperature? Are you there, Ann?
It's Diane.
Oh, Diane. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What happened to your lilac bush?
Oh, well, it died of some kind of disease for the last 2 summers, and so I've cut it out, and I want to know if I can plant something else in the dirt, because I don't want to chance something else dying if I put it there. Or do I, maybe just leave it all in pot?
No, you probably can replant back in that area. Probably the disease that got your lilac is probably anthracnose, which is airborne more than soil-borne. So yanking it out, and replanting back in there with something else is just fine. You should have no trouble.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. All right, let me see if I can maybe squeeze in one more before we take a break. Again, the phone number to talk to Tim is 541-776-5770. That's a new number to get you to the studio. So, Ellen, hi. Are you there?
Hello, how are you?
Good. What's going on? You want to do question about a raised bed?
Yeah, we want to do some planter. I've got some barrels and some big boxes that I want to plant in for vegetables. Okay. And I've used planting mix from a local place here.
Okay.
I won't say the name of it, but I've not had very good luck with it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Not that the planting mix is bad or anything, but planting mixes that we get here in the valley, they mix lots of great stuff in there, and you put it in your garden. But if that's all you're doing, it's not enough. And when I've tested different soils, they have tested very, very low in anything. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think just in January, I think I had a couple of gentlemen come in with soil samples from stuff they said they put this in last summer and they wanted to have it tested. And we do very, very simple tests. We do a pH test, and then we do a dissolved solids test. And the dissolved solids test just tells us if there's anything that will dissolve in water in the soil, which would mainly fertilizers and things like that. And so it gives us a number, and it doesn't really tell us what's there. But when I tested these two soils, the dissolved solids test was 0. There was nothing there. And so a lot of these soils are very sterile. There's really nothing in them. So you've got to add a lot of fertilizer. And I don't mean manure. Manure's great, but it's very low nitrogen, very low phosphorus and potassium. You need to add fertilizer into that soil. And if you're going to be planting a garden, get the fertilizer in now, get it worked into the soil, and then it'll start to take effect. And then when you plant, it will be effective. And then continue to add fertilizer through the growing part of the season. Once you get into July and stuff and you're harvesting, then you really don't need to add after that. But really, definitely add some fertilizer.
Okay.
So buying some kind of planting mixture from that unnamed source, and then adding fertilizer to it and building because basically I'm going to be building my barrels from scratch.
Yes.
Adding fertilizer, compost, that kind of stuff?
Yes. Adding fertilizer and manures if you can.
Okay.
Now, you can always bring us a sample of your soil. We will test it. There's no charge for that. Okay. Just don't bring it this weekend. I won't be there, and I do the soil testing. So I'm gone this weekend, everybody. Come in for great deals, but no soil tests.
So if I want to do organic, so fertilizers like chicken manure or...
Yeah, and there are organic garden fertilizers. We carry a brand called Espoma. They're great fertilizers, and we do carry large bags and small bags of the garden fertilizer. Okay. And I would encourage you to try that. You definitely need fertilizer along with your other stuff.
Okay.
The fertilizer is very important because that has enough of the materials in it that your plants need.
Okay. That sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. If you have any questions, the phone number is 541-776-5770, and your name will go in the hat to win this beautiful, climbing, and very fragrant clematis. We'll be right back with Tim Elbert.
Hi, I'm Paula, and I work at theDove TV. Every day we get letters and emails from people who've been encouraged, blessed, and challenged by the programs on theDove TV. But we couldn't do it without you. Did you know that more than 90% of our income comes from people like you? You can help us continue to bring inspiration and hope to our community by making a secure online donation at our website, thedove.us, or call us at 541-776-5368.
Okay, we are back with Tim Elbert from the Four Seasons Nursery, and we're taking your calls today. The phone number to the studio is 541-776-5770. And when you call and ask Tim a question, your name's going in the hat, and somebody's going to win this beautiful climbing clematis. It's in full bloom. It's white. The fragrance is just unbelievable. And you can plant that, and it will just grow and grow and grow and grow.
Yeah. And this is the evergreen one too, so it will not lose its leaves in the winter.
Okay, there you go. All right, let's go to Rose. Thanks for waiting. What's going on with your strawberries?
Hi, Tim. I'm about to plant my strawberry bed, and I was wondering if you had a brand you recommend for this area.
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
Definitely?
Oh, yes. Either Albion.
Albion?
Albion, A-L-B-I-O-N.
A-L-D-I-O-N.
Yes. Or Seascape.
Seascape.
Yes, and Seascape is a little bit more well-known, but Albion is an improvement on Seascape. Big, beautiful berries, very flavorful. They do really well here. You can grow them in baskets and pots or in the ground, whatever you prefer. But as far as an ever-bearing strawberry goes, in my opinion, you can't beat those. Just can't beat them.
They're both ever-bearing, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a brand that's not ever-bearing that you recommend?
Nope.
Oh.
You know, the old, I believe it is Shuxon. I believe it was, or Quinault. I haven't sold June-bearing strawberries in years. They just nobody ever wants them anymore. So. Well,
I fight the birds for them, and.
Yeah.
And at the end of the season, I get tired of it.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Let's go to Heidi. Hi. What's going on, Heidi?
I just want to know if it's too early to fertilize my blueberries and my rhubarb, or is it time?
You know, I would, on a normal year, I'd say give it till the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
But this year, go ahead and do it now. Everything is all flushing out and it's growing. We're seeing that happen, and there's no stopping it now. So, yeah, you can go ahead and feed those guys now.
Okay. And I split my rhubarb this year.
Okay.
So just go ahead and fertilize the new one that I split and.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, again, the phone number is 541-776-5770. All right, Tim, too early to do some lawn seeding? Is it risky?
In my opinion, it's a little early. I wouldn't call it risky.
Yeah.
But I would say it's a little early. The soil temperatures aren't quite there yet. Right. But you probably will get some germination. It'll be a little slow. But you're better to wait. I like to say end of March. And even though we've had really nice warm temperatures, our soil temperatures are still pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And so seed germination is still a little on the slow side.
But you were giving us orders to fertilize last time, so.
Yeah, so feeding the lawn that's existing, the lawn's growing, the lawn's starting to take off, so feeding is great for that. Seeding takes a little warmer temperature. So again, you could do it,
right.
You will get germination, the seed will come up, but a better timing would be at the end of the month.
Okay. All right, let me squeeze in a couple more calls here, and then we're going to show you the picture of a hanging basket that they do. You've seen these all over the valley. I guarantee you've seen them. And he's the place to get one if you want to order one. But if you don't order, you don't receive. Hi, Ruth. What's going on with your strawberries?
Hello. A few years ago, I got wonderful strawberries at your nursery, and they're perennial, of course, and I love them. I'm wondering what I need to do to them now. The leaves are big, and they're still frozen, of course, because of the cold weather in the evening, the morning. So what do I do to get them to start?
Okay, well, with your strawberry plants now, good, like we said before, go ahead and feed them now. I would use the Espoma garden fertilizer on those because I like to go organic with those, and just sprinkle that around the plant, not on the plant, but around it, and work it in or water it in. Trim off any new runners that might be started and any dead leaves, so you can go through and kind of give them a little cleanup. Check for slugs and snails because they're probably starting to hide around there waiting for a new growth so they can just munch away. If you see signs of slug and snails, get some of the Monterey Sluggo out there, and that'll protect them without being damaging to your dogs and cats, etc.
Okay.
So
they're about probably a foot or a foot and a half off of the ground in big strawberry boxes. So
oh, great.
Hopefully.
Yeah, the slugs and snails will still find them, trust me.
Okay.
Oh, don't.
All right, thanks, Ruth.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can squeeze in Ron real quick. Hi, Ron. You have a question about the climbing clematis?
Well, I had a comment about that, and the comment is that my mother planted years ago at the ranch. She planted the clematis in front of the cedar tree, and when that thing come in bloom, I'll tell you, it looked like the cedar tree was in bloom.
Yeah, that's a great application for them. Is plant them at the base of a tree and let them climb up the tree, and yeah, it's pretty impressive what they can do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And also, the lady that's on there, I told her about what we did in the hayfield where we had moss.
Oh yeah.
We put sulfate ammonia on it. And it'd kill the moss and make the grass grow.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay,
yeah.
See you. It won't damage a tree? These won't choke a tree out?
No, smaller tree or something, yeah, they can get a little on the heavy side, but they're not they're not as aggressive as like wisteria is, in that they will climb and they'll get up into the tree and stuff, but they're not going to feed on the tree and they're not going to tear the tree down. They're not that heavy and strong. So yeah, you could put these up against a nice sized tree, not a small sapling, but nice sized tree, and yeah, that would be fun.
Would they work against a pine tree, or is that too acidic?
Absolutely. No,
oh, really?
They'll be fine.
Amazing. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to Tricia. Hi, Tricia. What's going on?
Hi, Perry. I've talked with Tim several times. We bought some Photinia several years ago from him, and it's over 6 feet tall. But we have a pipe underneath it, and we're having to replace it. And I'm wondering, if I take the Photinia out, can I replant it?
Oh, you can, yes. You'll want to prune it back pretty heavily, though. So, because you're going to be probably cutting a lot of the root system down. So, cut at least a third of the way back, width-wise as well as height-wise, and dig them up, do the work you need, replant them back in, and then use the root stimulator on those for the first 4 weeks. Definitely.
Okay. Yes,
yeah.
I have some of that too. We come out and visit you a lot. In fact, you actually came and looked at our property for us years ago and gave us suggestions. We think you're great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. Ellen, you're back. What's going on? Ellen? Oh, we lost Ellen. Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll show you the picture of the hanging basket we got at the show. And again, reminding viewers and listeners, if they want to order one, they should get there right away.
Yeah, get
any
those,
size.
Yes, any size. You can order any size. The nice thing about right now, you can order the colors that you want. Specifically, but a lot of people that do these for weddings, and so they specific colors and stuff. So yeah, you can get that in, those orders in now.
And I might add, Mother's Day is coming up. This is the perfect Mother's Day gift. When do you release them?
Right around the 1st of May. We will hold them for you for Mother's Day if you want.
Okay.
So absolutely.
Yeah. So this is the perfect, mind-blowing, wonderful, Mom will love you forever gift. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Daniel and I work at theDove TV. You know, compared to Portland, Seattle, and LA, Medford might be considered a small market, but at theDove, we're excited about the opportunity to make a big impact right here in our community. And you help make that happen. Did you know that more than 90% of our income comes from people like you? You can help us now by making a secure online donation at our website, thedove.us, or by phoning 541-776-5368.
Okay, we are back with Tim Elbert from the Four Seasons Nursery, and we'll be taking your calls here in just a moment. If you want to ask him a question, the phone number is 541-776-5770, and your name will go in the hat, because coming up in just a few moments, we're going to draw one name out, and somebody's going to win this beautiful and very fragrant climbing clematis. But you, first of all, if you want to order one of the beautiful, well-known Crater Lake hanging baskets, I think we have a picture for those watching on the Dove TV. There they are. You see those in Eagle Point, Central Point. You'll see them this year in Phoenix, Talent, Ashland. You've seen them in various places around the valley. They love full sun. They cascade down. They're absolutely fantastic. And so people, any size, they come how small and how big?
The smallest is a 12-inch pot, which is still a substantial basket. And then all the way up to our big city baskets, the 18-inch city baskets. You know, the city basket is the same size as a Crater Lake basket, but just a little different. It's the plastic container and a wrought iron hanger. And we do those for the cities because they're a little more sturdy and we can reuse them. The Crater Lake baskets are the ones that we have been known for. So 18-inch diameter basket and absolutely stunning. They get huge. They'll hang, I've seen them hang 6 feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They are beautiful. And again, reminding you, you have to order them because they run out of them pretty fast. And I would say, Mother's Day, hello, Mother's Day, perfect gift. All right, you got some other things here you want to share with us quickly?
Yeah. You know, first of all, the calling moth traps are, it is time to get those up in the apples and pears. You want to make sure that you get these in. The #1 cause of wormy apples and worms in your pears is the codling moth. And those little guys like to, they fly around and they lay eggs in the flower. So you want to get these things up before they flower so that you can catch those. So this is very effective for control.
Now.
Yes, get these up now. So that's really important. And then, you know, the other day we ended up with some ants in the house, and it just reminded me, it's that time again to control the bugs around the house. And now a lot of us will go and hire somebody to come in and do the exterminating and things like that. But if you can't afford to do that, or you want to try to do something yourself, this is what I do, and it's very effective and very inexpensive. And what we use is this granular Killabug, and this is a really safe to use granular insecticide. And I take it and I put this liberally all around the foundation of the house, and just sprinkle it down. I just do it by hand. Sprinkle it down all around the house, making sure that I get all the way around, even down along the driveway and back up, and that will control those bugs that are in the soil right around there.
Pet friendly.
Yeah, pet friendly. I even take a handful or two, and throw it inside the vents underneath the house, and to control spiders and stuff like that. The other thing I do is this here, the indoor-outdoor spray, and this is what they call a micro-encapsulated permethrin. and permethrin, again, very, very safe to use, but this has a very long-lasting effect. And I spray this, it usually takes me 2 cans for my house, and I spray it all along the foundation in a continuous line. And when I get to a vent, I'll go around the vent and then all the way around the house in a continuous line. And if I do that, I can go usually about 3 months without any insects at all.
Oh,
so
fun.
Sometimes even more than that.
All right. There you go. There's your big tip for the day. Let's get back to a few phone calls quickly. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get Carol to... There she is. Hi, Carol. Thanks so much for your patience. What's going on with your hydrangea?
Well, my hydrangea is about 20 years old. It's the oak leaf kind.
No, beautiful.
And I trimmed it back this year, but I just want to know about the care and feeding of it. When should I feed it?
Okay,
how soon and what?
So we're still a little early for feeding those, but you could get by with it if you wanted to do it. You could feed it now, but my suggestion, wait until about the 1st of April. Then that's when they're really starting to pop and the leaves are coming out. Hit it up then, and you'd be in good shape. Use the Fertilome tree and shrub food on those. It works fabulous. Oak leaf hydrangeas are absolutely stunning plants. One of my favorite plants, and so they just have that beautiful texture, really nice flower, gorgeous fall color, and the tree and shrub food works really good on those. One application should take you through the year, so you won't have to do it any more than just once.
Okay, and also I have a Daphne.
Okay.
And what about feeding that?
Same time. And the same product, actually. Now there's talk that Daphne like acid soil, like rhodies and azaleas, and okay, they probably do, but a standard fertilizer is good enough. You don't have to have anything special. But if you have rhododendron and azalea food and you want to use it on there, you can do that as well. Otherwise, just the tree and shrub food, end of March, early April.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
I too want to put my vote in. I enjoy this show. Very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Carol. Thanks for waiting, too. All right, let's see if we can squeeze in a couple more. Hi, Ron. Question about onions?
Yeah, I bought some onion sets in there the other day, but I didn't ask how to plant them.
The green side goes up.
All of that.
You plant them in the ground, Ron.
Oh, in the ground. That's what it is. Okay, I can't leave them in the bunch?
Which ones did you get?
The sweets, candy onions or something like that.
Okay, yes. And by the way, the Walla Wallas came in yesterday. So,
okay.
Yeah. So,
well, these will work.
So now we have the Walla Wallas, the candies, the red candy apple, and the Ailsa Craig onions. Anyways, so you want to plant those. I like to put them about 2 inches apart. Now they usually say you want to go more than that, 4 to 6 inches apart even. But I put them 2 inches apart, and then once they get big enough, I will harvest every other one and use it for salads. Then as they get a little bigger, I'll pull them and use them as like shallots. And then as they continue to get larger, then I have the full-size onions. And so you can do it that way, or you can plant them 6 inches apart and just let them grow to full-size onions. You want to keep your rows nice and wide so they get plenty of sunshine. So 12 to 18 inches between your rows. And plant them about 2 inches deep, and make sure that you give them some good fertilizer too, and they will take off and do wonderful. And you're right, now is the time for onions.
Now, do onions take a lot of water?
You know, they take a good deep watering, and especially right before harvest. Make sure you're watering very thoroughly, and you will have a very good, solid, sweet onion.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question on rhododendrons, too, if you got a minute.
Sure, go ahead.
I've got a rhododendron that just looks dull. It's underneath the neighbor's, I believe it's Leland cypress tree.
Okay.
And it just doesn't look good, and I don't know.
You sure it's yours if it's underneath the neighbor tree?
Yeah, it's under a Leland cypress, so.
Yeah, you know, that's very hard to know what's going on, but the Leland cypress is probably just taking everything away from it. So you may have to water and feed it a lot more often than you would normally. So because the roots from that tree are probably just sucking all the nutrients away, all the moisture and everything. So, yeah.
Got to go, Ron.
And this is the wrong time of year to feed them?
Wait till after they're done blooming on roadies.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That'll work.
Thanks, Ron. All right, let's see if we can squeeze in one more. Ellen, we'll end with you. What's going on with your strawberries?
Well, third try's the charm. Good morning, gentlemen. I love your program. I always learn something new. I'm over here at the coast, and I heard the last little bit about the strawberries. And my question to you, with an ever bearing, ever blooming, whatever you call them, is when do you plant them? Because I want to. And are they available now, or are we a little too early?
Yes, you would plant those now. So you want to get them in while they're still dormant. And we do have some. And am I talking to Ellen Stroud?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Oh, Ellen, I have something special for you, too, at the nursery.
Oh, my goodness.
Something made out of eucalyptus. So,
okay.
So next time you come by.
I'm all ears. Well, thank you so much. And in a few days, we're going to be back over. So,
okay.
Excellent.
Thank you. Love your show.
Thank you.
Like I said, the only reason I'm doing halfway decently with anything is because I've been listening to you. So.
Oh, thanks, Ellen.
Thanks, Ellen.
God bless you guys.
You
too. All right. Well, I'll see if I can squeeze in one more. Melody?
Yes.
What's going on?
Good morning. I wanted to find out. I have a mandevilla that I managed to not kill over the winter, and I was wondering, do I need to take it out of the pot and completely put new dirt in?
No, you don't need to. If it's overgrowing the pot, you can pull it out of that container, plant it in something slightly larger, and it'll do great. But don't take the soil off the roots. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of fertilizer should I put on it?
That I would use the same thing we use for our hanging baskets. It's called geranium hanging basket and pansy food. And we do carry it in all different sizes, and it works great on anything in pots.
So do I need to cut it down at all? I have it, still has quite a few limbs. It doesn't have leaves on all of them. Should I cut the ones off that don't have leaves?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to, but you can. And pruning it back will make it branch out more, which means more blooms. So I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
All right, got to go, Melody. Thank you. All right, we're out of time, and we're going to draw a name out here in just a moment to win this beautiful, you got the names over there? This beautiful hanging, thank you, Josiah, not hanging.
Climbing.
Climbing.
Yes.
Fragrant clematis. It's just unbelievable. All right, reach in there and grab one real quick.
All right,
Who's
not
the winner
looking.
of that?
Oh, I grabbed 100 of them. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Ellen.
Ellen. Do we know which Ellen? Because we had a couple.
Oh, we had a couple of them. Well, okay. Well, we will have to call Ellen and let her know.
We had several Ellens. So all of you Ellens out there that are jumping, wait until you get the call. By the way, don't forget now, if you want to consider buying one of those beautiful hanging baskets, get your order in. I would say get out to the nursery if you can this week and place your order. And again, may I say Mother's Day.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
By the way, you will put together a basket that could take more shade, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, we can do shade mixes as well as sun. We can put anything you want in the basket. So you just tell us what you want in there. We will put it in there, even if it doesn't look good.
There you go. And for you, you lawn seeders, give it a couple of more weeks before you do that. And if you're fighting bugs, you may want to consider these treatments you got here. You got the high yield Killabug.
Yep, the Killabug granules.
This is the best way to go. It's the safest and the easiest.
Yep, very safe, very easy to use.
Yeah.
The indoor outdoor spray in conjunction with that, and yeah, you won't have bugs in the house.
And if you have pear trees and apple trees,
pears and apples. Codling moth traps right now.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Four Seasons Nursery out on Crater Lake Highway, and get off on Vilas Road, go up a little bit, and you'll see it off to the right, and you're open sometime.
9 to 5 every day.
Oh.
Hours will change the end of this month, and we'll be 9 to 6. But for now, 9 to 5 every day.
All right, check it out. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Jim and I work at theDove TV.
Every weekday between 6 and 8 a.m., our award-winning news and sports team bring you the best morning show around. It's live, it's honest, and it's a whole lot of fun. And you help make it happen. Did you know that more than 90% of our income comes from people like you? You can help us continue to air local programs that share your voice by making a secure online donation at our website, theDove.us.